Marketing on Google or marketing on Facebook? Which is the better option? I think you guys are going to be surprised with my answer. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping local businesses, home services, contractors understand this internet thing and how to use it to generate more leads and get more business for their business. And in this video, I want to talk about Facebook versus Google and marketing on both platforms. Now, as you guys probably know, most of my channel is designed around website design, SEO, backlinking, content creation, all of that stuff. And over the years, I've noticed that even though SEO is fantastic, I've noticed that its potential, its return on investment is eventually, in my opinion, what I'm seeing is starting to dwindle. And how do I know this? Like I tell people, I started my whole journey here online with marketing and all this stuff with the rank and rent model of business. In other words, what I used to do is build out websites for businesses. I'd make up a business online. Let's say, for example, a junk removal business in Santa Barbara, California, which I have a website for that right now. And the whole point of that is you build up a website, pretend that you're that business, rank it to the top of Google, because obviously people go to Google, will use their computer, use their phone to look for local services. They'll type in junk removal in Santa Barbara. My rank and rent website will show up, generate that lead. I hand over the lead to somebody who owns a junk removal business in that town, and that's how I generate my money. And over the years, that was unbelievable, especially 7 years ago when I first, back in 2018, when I first built one of these rank and rent websites. It was incredible the amount of leads that I was getting because it was such a new concept, something that other people in those industries had no idea that you can do. So you'd beat out real businesses that have been there for a long time. But as years gone by, I still have that rank and rent website out there. It's just sitting there in the ether of the internet and not doing jack shit because people don't call it anymore. It's number one at the top. Go ahead and go on Google right now. Type in junk removal Santa Barbara. If it's not number one, it's number two or three in the organic listings. There is no business profile or nothing like that. It gets no calls. I'm not gonna lie. Exactly. I think I got a call last month for some guy looking for junk removal, but putting in the effort, putting in the time, and building out a website to try to rank for junk removal in Santa Barbara, a rank and rent website, is complete utter waste of time, and it's not going to get any better unless you have that Google business profile. If you're a legitimate business, you have a business profile at the top, then it's worth your time. If it's not, you're just wasting your damn time. Now this leads me into Facebook. So over the years, I've also noticed that Facebook, I notice people market on Facebook and they try to advertise on there as well. And I've always had this feeling in the back of my mind, especially since especially like my wife, she's on Facebook all the time in the marketplace doing this and that. I've seen more and more people on Facebook, on Instagram and TikTok and all this social media and stuff, and people communicating on there a lot more than they used to. And I've noticed some of the things like when she's on there, sometimes they'll say, hey, does anybody recommend a plumber in the area? Hey, does anybody recommend a good roofer in the area? Hey, especially she joins these mommy groups. We're actually grandparents, so she's a grandparent group in our area. So it's always made me think in the back of my mind that, you know what? This Facebook stuff, this social media stuff eventually is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And Google better watch out. And all of us who are constantly marketing and constantly talking about SEO or constantly talking about website design, we might be falling asleep at the wheel here and missing out on actually marketing and finding clever ways of marketing on Facebook. I've told some people that eventually I do believe that Facebook, some way, somehow, Facebook is going to overtake all of this Google stuff, all of this SEO stuff. It's still going to be a huge role. I don't get me wrong. I still believe, especially for like emergency stuff like HVAC repair or home service types, things like that. That's going to be very, very important still. But with the Facebook, the game is going to change eventually because people are more social. Like tell people that I've noticed that even though this SEO stuff has gotten bigger and bigger, we've naturally, just our human condition is to head back to traditional handshake, doing business with people we know, trust, and like. This is the reason that I made my YouTube channel. I'm in the website design SEO industry. There's nothing more competitive than that. There's people every single day starting up a new SEO agency, a new website design agency every single day. Everybody's an SEO expert. Everybody's a website design expert. So it's more and more people like how to constantly be competing against. So this is why years ago I started. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna market on YouTube, and that's exactly what I've done. I've made video after video after video, giving people tips, giving people advice, people show how to structure an H1 title tag, the most basic stuff. People that might be looking for that type of stuff, I've built videos for that, and that's led to the growth of my mini little YouTube channel, helped with my website design business, my SEO little agency I got going on. I understood the fundamentals that I have to be a marketer before I was an SEO guy, and I still am a marketer before I am an SEO guy. And I think sometimes we forget when we're trying to rank our business on Google and all that stuff. SEO is just a marketing channel. It's not the end all to be all for marketing. It's just one of the many pieces of marketing that you need to do. And before it, they used to be like, I try to say it was like a pie. And 90% of that pie should be your SEO, your website, and all that stuff. 90% of your marketing should be that. In the future, I'm going to say it's going to be 50-50, if not 60-40 Facebook ads and things like that, because people are becoming more social. People want to see the face of the business. People want to see more stuff. Plus, people are spending way more time on these social platforms than on Google. How much time do you actually spend on Google? You only go on there as like the last resort. I need to go hire a carpet cleaning guy. I need to hire my junk removal guy. I need somebody to come take a look at my busted ass garbage disposal. I need a plumber to come unplug my the toilet that my 5-year-old keeps stuffing a bunch of toilet paper down the drain, right? Facebook is going to be a new way of marketing local services. And there is clever ways of doing it. And it's something that I'm looking to in the near future. I'm actually starting some campaigns now for some paving contractors and really understanding the ropes behind all of it. The way these social media stuff works now too, it's easier to target more than ever before. I've noticed especially when I go on YouTube and I go on Facebook. Facebook's constantly giving me stuff to look at that I like. The algorithm's designed that way. So when I go on YouTube, it's always giving me stuff that I've liked that recommends that I potentially could like. It's not even giving me content that I've subscribed to or anything like that. This is one of the reasons I never will ask somebody, please subscribe or hit the like button on my video. I always think to myself, you're not an idiot. If you like my video, you like my video. If you like my channel, you subscribe. Almost insults my intelligence when people ask me to subscribe to a channel or like their video. I don't mind if they do it at the end, but in the beginning, God, it pisses me off. So when it comes to Facebook marketing, there's going to be a way to make this work. So I'm just going to give you guys, like I said, I'm not a pro at this at all. I'm barely starting my journey and really trying to understand this Facebook marketing, how to get leads on them, using the platform, but using it in a clever way. You got to be smart about it. So I want to share with you guys just a small little campaign I just set up, and I've already generated about 4 leads, and it cost me about $50 to do it. And it's for asphalt paving, one of the most boring, dullest industries that there could possibly be. Let me show you guys what it looks like really quick. All right, so I started a campaign for a paving company out in Reno, which I do their SEO for, and they still get leads with the SEO. But we were trying to do some Google ads, but the Google ads were getting pretty damn expensive, and it ended up costing us over $100 per lead for paving in that area. We wanted to hit other areas. So what we decided to do is something that I've been trying to experiment for a while now, is start a Facebook ads campaign, but do it in a way that most people haven't really thought about. So the whole idea behind this is, now I spent a total of $50 so far. I don't even think it was that. I think it was like $40, and we got 4 leads already for paving services, for driveway, some information about parking lot, uh, other people starting sending us messages. But the way that we did it was, the whole purpose was to get people to scroll as it's scrolling through, and it's only targeted for the people in that area. It's from Reno in a 40-mile radius, right? So here's one of the ads right here. It's just a video that I played, and I have another one I set up here, right here, that's just talking about repairs. So the whole idea behind these ads is to get the attention of people that could possibly are thinking about getting their driveway done or fixing their parking lot, just to get those people to kind of look at the ad. The whole idea behind the ad is so when people in that particular area are scrolling on their Facebook feed, they're scrolling through there, they see this ad come up. My whole goal here is to get people to just blow right by the ad. I only want people that are possibly interested in getting a new driveway or getting their parking lot redone. That's all I'm looking for. So I made each video about 60 seconds long. And the whole point of these ads is to get people to watch 25% of the ad, so about 15 to 20 seconds of the ad. And the reason that we want to do that is because I want to retarget them later. So basically, so when people scrolling on their phone and they see this ad right here, only people that have even a small remote interest in getting some asphalt done are actually going to click on this ad or kind of sit here and watch the video, right? And in the videos, I say how I give out a guide on what to look for when getting a driveway done or a parking lot done, something like that. It's very basic ad. And what I'm doing, like I said, I haven't gotten to the next phase yet. I'll do that in my next video. The whole point is to gather up like 100, 200 people who watch 25% of this ad. And what I'm going to do with those people that viewed this information is I'm going to send them another ad. Specifically in that ad, I'm actually going to give them an offer. All this ad is just designed to build awareness, let people know who we are, that we do paving in Reno in a 40-mile radius, that sort of thing. That's all this ad does. And then what we're going to do is we're going to retarget them with a different ad with a different offer where they can visit the website or fill out an email form here on Facebook and just showcase this ad to people that have looked at our previous ads. So what we're doing is we're building out a small group of fans, people that we warm up with, and it's amazing that Facebook actually keeps track of all those people that have watched 25, 50, 75, 100% of your video. It keeps track of it for you. So then later on, you could target that group of people specifically with a completely different ad. This is why you've noticed when you go on Facebook, you almost feel like there's some businesses or some services and some products that are basically following you around. We're doing the same thing, but we're doing it just on a local scale for a local service. And that's the whole goal behind this. And this is why I see the potential in doing Facebook ads here in the future. Like those ads that are designed that I just designed were not designed to generate leads, but they are already generating leads for this paving contractor, which is pretty damn amazing. So I'm looking forward to see what happens when we start to do some of the retargeting and targeting the people that have showed a little bit of interest in paving services in that local area. And I'm going to keep you guys posted on that. So there you go. Just some of just some rant I had today. I've been thinking about this for a while now of the potential of marketing on Facebook and Instagram and some of these social media as compared to Google. I think sometimes Google thinks it's gotten too big. I think they are getting a bit too cocky. They're making it very difficult for some local businesses, especially now since it's only showing the top 3 businesses in the local area. And that real estate, especially on that phone, is so small and is making very difficult for a lot of businesses to get into that 3 pack. Is this still possible to do? Yeah. Is it worth your while? In some industries, it absolutely is. In some other ones, it probably isn't. It's so competitive. So you're going to have to come up with different ways. And it says ultimately, I think what people have forgotten, especially when they go online and look for this SEO stuff, website design, we're so caught up with all this SEO geek stuff that we often forget that you have to be a business owner and a marketer first. Like I said, I could have easily, I used to generate leads building out my own website with SEO and generate leads for guys that do junk removal, people do asphalt paving. But I saw the writing on the wall with so many competitors that I decided to go with YouTube and do marketing that way. So when it comes to you guys as local business owners, contractors, home services, you're going to have to start thinking outside the box. Still look into the SEO, the website design, ranking at the top. But if it's too competitive, it's just too much, there are different avenues. And I think sometimes Google forgets that, and Facebook might be the way. So I'm going to give you guys posted on my campaign, how it's working. Like I said, I'm pretty damn new to the whole thing, and I really want to see what ends up happening. Like I said, I've already generated 4 leads for the guy, and it only cost me about $45 for each for the all 4 leads as compared to Google Ads we were doing in the past. Plus, people are starting to see his business. They're going to see his equipment. They're going to see him constantly on their feed in that local area. It's not like these ads are showing up to people in Wyoming or up there in Maryland. They're only specific into the Tahoe, Reno area. And that's the whole goal behind this campaign. But still, if you guys are still interested in learning about all this SEO stuff, the website design, like I said, it's still super important, and it's super wide open in some industries. I'm not going to say all of them. Some of them it's really wide open. You can check in the description below. I have links to my little group where I show you guys all the stuff I know. You can book a call with me there as well. And if you guys want to see how I really think about this whole SEO stuff and the marketing and stuff, and that how we often forget that we're business owners and we need to market our businesses, not strictly think like SEO geeks. I made a video talking about that right here. You could check that out. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.